So happy to have you with us. I'm Kate Scott, alongside the all-time great who has won it all. The World Cup, the Euros, the Champions League, the Premier League, La Liga. The list goes on and on. Thierry Henry, the Liverpool legend who has won the Champions League, the Europa League, the FA Cup and the League Cup. Jamie Carragher, and one of 5 unsuccessful nominees for the 2012 Manchester City Player of the Year Award. Big Meek, Micah Richards.
I knew that was going to come back to bite me. Can we go back to you here, though?
We are.
I want to get a little comparison.
Off?
Oh.
Yeah. Old Jamie and new Jamie.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I tell you what.
It's a little bit like Peaky Blinders to me.
Yeah. Is that a good thing?
I don't think it's a bad thing.
Okay.
I love it. I think you look fantastic.
I think I look sharp. I think it took a few years off me. That you know that thing that we've just seen like that.
How many years do you think it took off you?
4.
Precise.
You know we've just had that split screen.
Yeah.
Can we put that in? Can I have that as a picture?
What?
Four.
We'll get it for you, I'm sure.
I want to show Nicola.
You know what, though, Jamie?
She'll decide.
Before we go, I just think it could start more from here. It's going a bit back if you go that way.
Well,
Why
bring
do
the
you think
girls
that?
in. Bring the girls
Why
in.
do you
They done
think
it.
that?
Well, yeah, you look like you're receding a little bit.
Receding? I don't think so.
That's what I mean if you swoop over
Honest
that
to God,
way.
I absolutely love this. Where am I looking again? Number 4, I've been told. Oh. Wow.
Anyway,
Jesus.
shall we get to the football?
Yeah, they're bored of
I
the
can
side
never
bar
participate
chat.
in this type of conversation anyway.
But what we should say is, I want to say one more thing. The German clubs are the best on social media.
The best at what?
Putting funny clips or memes out. And this was out on Bayer Leverkusen's before the game because, as we know, notoriously, Arsenal are kings of set pieces, so no corners allowed. I'm sure that sign's now in the bin with the 1-0 lead for Leverkusen with set pieces. But isn't it interesting that Liverpool lost last night on a set piece and Arsenal right now are losing on a set piece?
And as the talk of the
that was
Prem.
supposed to be, the talk of the Prem. That's where English teams maybe have a huge advantage on their fellow Europeans.
I like how he always tries to get Liverpool involved in the conversations.
I feel incredibly sorry for him. I think Igor Tudor really needs to have a serious conversation with himself. His job is to save Tottenham from not being relegated in the Premier League. That's it. It's not to try and win the Champions League, and especially not when you're 3-0 down. So to do what he did yesterday, to take him out, take him off after 17 minutes. He made the big call before. You got to stick with him. And I said yesterday, stick with him at least till half-time. At half-time, you can then make an excuse that, there's something wrong. Calf strain, whatever, But save the young man from that humiliation. So, and I will say to Kinski here, by the way, directly to you, that, we've all been there. We're all, goalkeepers, as David De Gea said, it's a different position to everywhere else. And we know if we make a mistake, well, it's more often than not, it's a goal. So, the reality of goalkeeping is you are going to make mistakes and it is going to cost you goals. And the art of goalkeeping is how do you react to that? He didn't get a chance to react to that yesterday. But I will say to you directly, you did nothing wrong yesterday. You made a couple of mistakes, but you, as a human being, as a person, did nothing wrong, and you were hung out to dry, and I think that was incredibly wrong. And if you ever want to have a chat, I'm here to talk to you. I'm not patronizing you in any way. I know you probably have a team around you, but I've been there. I know what it's like, and I can help you if you want to have that help.
Uncle Pete!
Uncle Pete!
Here, you did absolutely nothing wrong.
Have a chat with Uncle Pete. Should do it. Love that, Peter.
The surprising thing about tonight is that 7,000 tickets have not been sold. And after the 4,000 that Manchester City could have brought, only 1,100 fans, City fans, have come to the Santiago Bernabeu. It looks like they're tired of a Clásico. I don't understand it. The players of Real Madrid were like, oh no, Manchester City again. Pep Guardiola, on the other hand, was thinking, do you know what? It's another way to keep growing, meeting all these big guys. It's a massive tie. Everybody should be here, shouldn't they?
We don't know for certain that it might be Pep's last season at Manchester City, and it's going to be tough to overturn that. And that would mean how long has he been there? 9 years, 10 years?
9, 10 years, yeah.
One Champions League. And I think they'd be disappointed with that. I think when you bring Pep Guardiola in and you think you're going to have him for 10 years, I think you'd be disappointed with only one Champions League. But what's funny, at Manchester City, they've had some really bad defeats in the Champions League. Almost not to teams they shouldn't lose to. Even on this show, was it Lyon? I think the first time we did this show.
Yeah,
I think Monaco early on,
Mm-hmm.
losing to Chelsea in a final. Chelsea are a good team, obviously, but they weren't as good as City. This
Madrid comeback. Do you remember when there was comeback?
He's had some really bad defeats in the Champions League, and this, I think, is up there with some of them I mentioned, because that is not a great Madrid team. I mean, early on in the game, we thought that was going to be a couple of goals for City. I mean, it was so easy for Man City in that game, but to lose so badly, and it could have been more. Could have been 4-0. That's a real... He's had some bad ones with Manchester City in the Champions League, and that's right up there with some of the others.
You have to give the credit. Nobody saw that coming, and nobody saw Valverde scoring a hat-trick. Anyone that said that Valverde was going to score a hat-trick is a liar. So, but I want to talk about the team effort that they had today. That's how you win games. Everybody was defending for everybody, and Valverde will get his reward because he's been a great servant for the club, and scoring 3 goals for him doesn't happen, or never happen, actually. So you have to give them credit. But I want to talk about, I don't know how to say his name, Pitarch, because I watched it closely tonight. What a game he had. He was running for everybody. And I don't know what they put in that shirt. I don't know what they put in that jersey. I really don't. It's obviously a joke what I'm going to say, because I don't want to wear that jersey. But maybe if I put it on, it might help me to get my hair back. They put something in it. When they play in the Champions League, I don't know what it is. When they put that shirt, I said at the beginning of the game that it's an heavy shirt, and then you have to battle against team that won in that competition. It's not easy. It's heavy. But in the Champions League, yes, it is heavy. I know it's an heavy shirt. But I don't know why when they put it on, it looks like players are different. It is different. And so you have to give them that credit, because that's the team right now in the first leg where I didn't expect that from Real Madrid. So as much as it pains me to say, well done.
I sang his praise a few weeks ago. But again, running out of words to describe him. I think he's the most underrated footballer on the planet, and has been for years. I think even when I wasn't here, I've admired his game so much, because there's no flaw in it. There's nothing he can't do. The energy and what he brings to the team is absolutely immense, and he never moans. He gets on with the game and pushes himself to the limit, game in, game out, and you know, it's an incredible trait to have. And you know, whether people agree or not, he's definitely in the top tier of midfielders on the planet.
You know what? I've been critical of Chelsea for a long time. We've had debates on it, but I'm being deadly serious. They can't go any further until they sort the goalkeeping issue out. And I've been saying this consistently. The new ownership have come in and spent absolutely billions, right? And right now, looking at the team, they've got some great players in the team. And I think in these early stages, Rosini has been brilliant. I thought Rosini as a manager tonight, looking how he set the team up, caused PSG real problems. They didn't deserve to lose, as in the way the game was set up and how they played, but big mistakes cost them at centre-back and goalkeeper. And that has been an issue, and it will continue to be an issue for any Chelsea manager going forward when they're trying to win the Premier League and the Champions League, because they're a million miles off it. And that's why they've lost tonight. Not because they haven't got great attacking players or the manager knows what he's doing. Tactically, they were fantastic tonight.
Okay.
I'm disappointed in you lot, though. You didn't tell me. Only you had a conversation with me saying, you know what he did? He come up to me. I don't know, where was we? He was out for dinner or something.
Where was the invite?
He just went like this.
Didn't have to say.
Hey,
what did he say?
You need to stop, eh?
Hey, sometimes
What did I
you
say?
need
No
to stand
sugar.
still.
No sugar. And look at me now. Lean, mean, fighting
What, are
machine.
you
That's
doing
what
no
good
sugar?
friends do. You tell the truth to your man. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
Are you eating no sugar?
No sugar at the moment?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Well, at least when Thierry's not looking.